Alright, backtracking slightly. Google says there's a stop down there. I don't really see a sign or anything, so I backtracked a couple blocks just to be safe. Oh yeah, did I mention that being a pedestrian on this road is awful? Because it is. Straight up use stickers. Look at that. So this was the first mistake of my own doing, I would say. Got the departure time mixed up. Realized even if it was right, I wouldn't have enough time anyway because I didn't really check the metro schedule that closely. Whoops, taking it to voiceover because I didn't explain this too well. So I was on the Pace Bus 330 that goes more or less between Summit and LaGrange. The bus kept losing time because it's a local bus and that's what those do. And eventually got to the point where it was looking like I was going to miss my train. And in my obsessive checking, I realized, oh crap, this train isn't even going to get to Union Station in time for me to make the transfer to the Empire Builder. So had to abandon LaGrange. Had to get a lift here, which I'm not happy about. But it is what it is. I haven't missed my train home yet, so we can hope. So Chicago Union Station! The concept of a Chicago Union Station extends as far back as 1858, but the first Union Depot, as it was then known, only began construction in 1880, and it was completed just a year later. The original structure was a Romanesque revival-style building with large central tower, two shorter towers to the side, and several outbuildings given matching mansard roofs. It sat a block east of the current station, partially over the tracks, although there were a few covered only by trainshed. The Pennsylvania, CB&Q, Milwaukee Road, and the Alton Railroad, predecessor to the Gulf Mobile and Ohio, were the original tenants of the structure. Those who are good at counting might notice that this is not nearly all the railroads that operated in the city, making Union Station something of a misnomer. When the original building needed expansion, Daniel Burnham, who also designed DC's Union Station, was called in to design and build its replacement, although he would not live long enough to do the latter. Construction started in 1913, stopped due to World War I, and then resumed in 1919, finishing in 1925. Construction of the new station cost $75 million total, or about $1.4 billion today. In 1969, the concourse over the tracks was demolished to make way for an office tower on top, giving the present space a somewhat oppressive feel. The current renovations certainly aren't helping either. The headhouse is basically what remains of the old structure. It was built in the Beaux-art style, but with the selling of air rights over the tracks, a mishmash of buildings in a variety of styles have been built on top of both the concourse and station trackage, each somehow maintaining their originality. This also resulted in the piecemeal removal of the original train shed, causing the present noise and pollution issues. Today, only one section of the shed remains visible, kitty-corner to the headhouse. Over 300 intercity trains traveled to and from the station at its peak during World War II. Given its prominence at the center of the nation's rail network, it was also one of the hardest hit by the subsequent cuts. By 1971, the few intercity passenger routes that didn't serve the station were either discontinued upon Amtrak's formation or moved there within a year, finally allowing it to live up to its name. Even now, this results in some strange maneuvers for the city of New Orleans and Carbondale-bound trains, and recently the tracks going south and east of the station have reached capacity, hampering efforts at expanding service. Furthermore, the station acts as a double stub, with only 4 tracks running through to both sides. Amtrak recently announced the Chicago Hub Improvement Program to remedy these and other issues, such as poor ventilation at the platforms, additional and wider platforms, and engaging in simultaneous projects for south and eastbound trains for faster schedules and additional frequency. Ultimately, Amtrak's looking to add up to 20 round trips to and from Chicago by 2035, not just to current destinations, but to new ones such as Green Bay and Madison, Wisconsin, Davenport and Iowa City, Iowa, Louisville, Kentucky, and Toronto, Canada. Union Station is the country's 4th busiest station, Amtrak's 3rd busiest, and the busiest outside of New York City, seeing 2,722,448 passengers in 2023, about a tenth of Amtrak's total ridership. With 26 trains a day, and with the station providing basically all of Amtrak's east to west connectivity, it's easy to see why. On top of that, hundreds of Metro trains use the station every day, with over half of their lines utilizing the station downtown. The L, a plethora of local buses, and intercity buses are all within walking distance. Bike rentals are available, and the building has decent bike access. It also has all the accoutrement you'd expect a large station to have. Ticket agents and kiosks, checked baggage, an exclusive lounge for the upper crust, a large waiting room for the plebs, Wi-Fi, bathrooms, adequate accessibility, fast food, convenience stores, and so on. The one thing that is missing is parking. At least, there isn't any specifically for Amtrak customers, who are instead directed to nearby public ramps. Rather ironic, as Union Station was one of the first in the country designed with vehicle traffic in mind. Of course, I don't see this as a bad thing. With so many other options, why on earth would anyone drive here? Obviously, this place is a 10 out of 10, right? It's iconic, it's grand, it's got excellent service, not just through Amtrak, but with local buses, Metro connections, the L isn't too far away, intercity buses, all that. It's great to walk around, it's great to bike around. They do the stupid thing where they make you wait in the lobby and then take you to the platform. You can't just wait there like in most other countries in the world. But that's like all big Amtrak stations. I can't really fault them for that. Anyway, I got a train to go catch, for real this time. I'll see you guys later. Sure, why not? That's what being on the train's about, is making friends and meeting new people.
It's
so.
crazy. It's very intense, interesting
Right.
to say the least.
Yep.
It's my first time on the train.
Yeah, this is my first time on Amtrak too.
Really?
Yeah. Huh?
What did you think?
I thought it was alright.
It was stinky.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you go in the observatory?
Yeah, for a little while.
Did you go from the observatory to like your car? Did you smell the difference?
Yeah, kind of.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm Raven.
Raymond?
Raven.
I'm Ian.
Ian, nice to meet you. I'm Raven. Joel. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, we're on our way to St. Louis.
Yeah?
Yeah. So we've got another 5 hours of train riding.
Bless your soul. What are you doing there?
Visiting a friend and then just kind of exploring the city.
Have fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Bye.